Welcome to another Sudoku Tips, Video 64, Basic Strategies.
Rubens Gomes Duarte,
Now polyglot, thanks to Google Translate. This Sudoku puzzle is rated moderate. You are welcome to watch Video 63 and use my worksheet and try to solve it before watching this video. Accept the challenge. Candidate 1 in green, available cells in yellow. When there are only two possibilities in a block, write down the candidates, as I did here in block 2 and 4. You must pay attention to all the details. Considering line E, highlighted in green. In block 4 the 1 can only go to column 1. In block 6 the 1 cannot go to column 8. So only the blue cells left to receive the 1 in block 5. I won't write it down because there are 3 possibilities. Let's continue with our routine. Now, analyzing candidate 2. In block 2 candidate 2 must go to one of the 2 yellow cells in column 1, which will exclude another 2 candidates in this column, cells in pink. In block 7, only the yellow cell for 2 remained. Solution of H2 is 2. Even with the exclusion of the pink cells in blocks 8 and 9, there were still many possibilities for candidate 2 in those blocks. Do not write anything down. Candidate 3. In blocks 2, 4, 6 and 8 he can go to 2 cells. Let's write it down then. Notice that in rows B and J candidates 3 are aligned, as well as in columns 1 and 9. And, is that a clue? Let's analyze. I know there will be a 3 in cell D1 or there will be a 3 in cell D9. Therefore, there can be no other 3 in the D line. The same thing goes for the F line. I marked in pink the cells that cannot house a 3 in lines D and F. And those 3s from the lavender cells in columns 4 and 5 will prevent another 3 from the lavender cells. Conclusion. In block 5 the 3 has to go to the yellow cell. Candidate 4. In block 8 you can go to 2 cells, write it down there. Of the cells in blue, obligatorily, one will be 1 and the other will be 3. 1, 3, form an excluding pair in both column -1 and block 4. So in block 4 there are only 2 cells left in yellow to house a 4 in that block. Candidate 5. In block 3, a 5 can only go to column 9, where they will constitute a pointing pair, which will exclude another 5 in this column. So in block 9 the 5 has to go to J8. In block 8, the 5 has to go to H5. In block 5 candidate 5 has to go to column left in one of the 2 yellow cells. In block 4 the 5 cannot go to the lilac cells, having to go to line F, which will delete another 5 in F4, leaving only 1 space for the 5 in block 5. Solution of E4 is 5. At this point I missed an important tip in block 4. You noticed? Block 4's 5 could only go to F3, as in F1 it can only be 1 or 3. Patience, I didn't write it down. Next time. Mouth closed to not eat mosquitoes. Candidate 6. In block 7 the 6 has to go to J3, which will delete another 6 from column 3 and row J. In block 1, the solution of C2 is 6, which will delete another 6 from row C. In block 5, the 6 can only go to the right column, forming a pointing pair with the 6, which will exclude another 6 from this column. In block 2, The presence of the excluding pair, 1, 3, removes the possibility of 6 going to these cells. So there is only one house left in block 2 for a 6. Solution of A5 is 6. In block 3, 6 has to go to the midline, but as there are 3 possibilities I won't write it down. Finally, in block 9 there were 2 possibilities for 6 in that block. Candidate 7. I highlighted in blue and in lilac the excluding pairs, 1, 3, because they will help us to exclude some possibilities of there being a 7 in those blocks. So in block 2, the 7 can only go to C4. In block 4 only for bottom line and in block 9 for one of the yellow cells. Let's go to candidate 8, it only appears once in the entire grid. Since, in block 4, they are lined up in the right column forming a pointing pair, I can delete another 8 on H3. Candidate 9. Also only once in the grid. And there are many possibilities on every block. Nothing to note then. How to proceed? So far we have tried to use the Snyder annotation, which took into account 2 possibilities, this or that, here or there. So let's look for units where there are 3 possibilities. Column 2, there are 2 vacant cells and the candidates are missing. 4, 7, 9. The 4 can only go to D2. The 7 just for F2. The 9 only for E2. E-line, having entered that 9 there are only 2 cells left to be completed. And the missing candidates are 1, 8. The 1 cannot go on E8. Then it went to E5 and the 8 to E8. Let's update block 4. 4 and 7 have already been introduced, let's remove them. In this block we already have the excluding pair, 1, 3, and the 2 missing candidates are 5, 8. 5 cannot go to the D line. Column 3 to 3 vacant cells and the 3 missing candidates are 4, 7, 9. 4 cannot go to line A. Column 8 to 4 empty cells and candidates are missing, 4, 6, 7, 9. In block 6 cannot house 4 or 7. Block 9 cannot house candidate 9. The presence of the excluding pair, 6, 9, in lilac will exclude 6 and 9 from the yellow cells. In the bottom segment, the 6 in block 9 can only go to cell G9. In block 6 there are 3 vacant cells and the candidates are missing, 1, 2 and 3. Column 7 cannot house candidate 3. In block 3 the yellow cell is the only one that can receive the 6. Row C has 4 vacant cells and candidates are missing, 4, 5, 8 and 9. Block 2 cannot receive candidates 4 and 5, so 8 and 9 will occupy the yellow cells. And 4 and 5 will occupy the ends of line C. Block 2 has 2 excluded pairs, 1 and 3, and 8 and 9. The yellow cell can only be 2. Deleting the pink 2 in block 1. There is only 1 cell left for the 2 in that block. I can exclude the 1. In the pink cell, from the excluding pair, 1 and 3, and define B5 as 3 and B4 is 1. Row B has 3 empty cells and the missing candidates are 4, 7 and 9. B8 cannot contain a 9. Excluding pair 6, 9 in column 8, B9 cannot be 7, crossing rows by columns. Row A, with 4 empty cells and the 4 missing candidates are 5, 7, 8 and 9. Cells in orange exclude in block 1 and columns 3, 7 and 9. Block 7, missing candidates, 4, 7, 8 and 9. 9 cannot go on line G, 7 cannot go to line J. Column 4. With 4 cells to complete and the missing candidates are 2, 3, 8 and 9. Cells in orange exclude in their respective rows and in block 5. The cells highlighted in lilac form an excluding trio where 3 candidates, 2, 8, 9, dispute 3 cells, D4, F4 and G4. Delete 2, 8, 9 from column 4. Delete the 3 rows. Middle segment. 1 and 4 in the left column, 1 and 4 in the center column, missing 1 and 4 in the right column. Column 6, excluding pair, 1, 4, 8 and 9 present in cell C6. We have to update the yellow cells and the missing candidates are 6, 8 and 9. Block 8, we have an excluding pair, 1 and 4, and 3 vacant cells, missing the candidates, 2, 8 and 9. Block 9, there are 5 cells left to complete and the missing candidates are 1, 2, 4, 7 and 8. Consider exclusions by crosses with candidates in orange. And now, look carefully, scanning unit by unit, blocks, rows and columns, looking for missing clues. Line G, single cell G6 to the 1. In block 8, the 4 has to go to H6. Delete the 4 rows. Column 3 contains the excluding pair, 7 and 9. So 4 is the solution of B3. Solution of B8 is 7 and a B9 is 9. Delete 7, 9 from the pink cells and 7 from the blue cell. Promote as solutions, 8 of A7, 5 of A9 and 4 of G8. Delete 5 lilacs. Delete 4 blue. Delete 8 rows. Promote as a solution, C1 and J7. Delete the 2 of the pink cells. Solution of F7 is 1, solution of J9 is 8. Delete 1 blue and delete 8 rows. Promote, F1, H7 and J5. Delete, 7 lavender. 9 lilacs in. 3 blue. Promote, C5. C1, F9, J1, H9 will be 1. Delete 8 rows, delete 2 blue. Promote 9 and 2. Delete 9 blue. Delete 2 rows. Promote 6. Remove 6 blue and 9 pink. Promote 8 and 9. Remove 9 rows. Remove 8 blue. Promote candidates who have been left alone in their cells. Remove 7 rows. Remove 9 blue. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like if you are enjoying the content.